Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jenny, and if you are one of my beautiful subscribers, welcome back. So happy to have you here. So today I thought we would go over fear of rejection. And I'm saying specifically in sales because I think a lot of my clients sell things as a living, right? Some of them are coaches and some of them are they sell shoes, they sell cars, they're network marketers, they hair salon, so there's a certain amount of selling involved in their job, even though not all of them would consider themselves sales professionals necessarily, right? But there's this having to approach someone with a product or a service and trying to, not only share the benefits and the enthusiasm that they have over it, but in a compelling way, in a persuasive way. And some people think sales is so icky, right? Like just, they get really skittish thinking, oh my God, I have to sell something. So I thought, let's find out today. I mean, I could talk about that endlessly myself, but let's find out. Let's tap in with tarot and just see for fun what exactly spirit thinks about selling, right? Because I think selling is the most beautiful, kind of oldest profession, because it's an energetic exchange, right? It's not icky, but that's me. Let's see. Wait a minute. Cards be popping. All right. What exactly can you tell us about sales? What can people think about who have to sell in their jobs? Let's say that they have something about their job where they have to sell something. What can we think about this? How can we think about this in a way that is soul aligned, right? In a way that's soul aligned. How can we look at sales and the art of selling? Okay. So this is probably people, this is the tower, which seems like awful, but if you think about it, well, let's see what more comes out. But I think of that as like your delusions, your limitations are blown away, okay? And because the challenge here is letting go of what you believe, the negativity that you believe. This is all the negativity, and the challenge is letting go of that, right? Letting go of the negative beliefs or the negative fears. Fear of rejection is just enormous. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, right? So I think people are afraid of opposition. I know. I remember back when I started my very first, I would say, sales. Outside of being a waitress or bartender where you're kind of selling yourself for tips, like in the service industry, I actually did cold calling sales in LA, selling perfume door to door, business to business, door to door. Oh, and for a company that, a lot of people thought, oh, this is a scam, but it was a legitimate product. And we were selling it to whoever wanted to buy it, right? But the thing that really I used to say it was like death by a thousand cuts, because like people would get really mad. Go away, get out of here, So sometimes there can be this annoyance. You feel like, I don't want to annoy anybody, right? But at the root of this all is that you are birthing something new. You're fulfilling a need. It's people don't buy things unless they want them. You're not going to force anybody, right? So it's talking now about you are the magician. When you're in sales, you're the magician defending your territory, right? I take that to mean like you have the tools to make this happen, and you have to have courage, and you have to have conviction that you can be resilient and that you can recover quickly from anybody's rejection. Let's say they don't want, like, if they didn't want the perfume, they'd be like, I don't want that stuff. Okay. And you learn how to let the negativity just like off a duck's back, just water off a duck's back, go flow right off of you, right? So you do have the ability, if you want to be in sales or to be effective, and when you do have to sell, let's say that your job isn't all sales, but you just, there's part of it you have to sell, it would be really good to get good at that part, right? So what other people see is success and happiness and the money. This really, honestly, so many people get into sales because commission sales especially, you can make big money and happiness, right? Success and happiness. So here, the final outcome we have is satisfaction, completion, the happy family, and through, you know, I do subconscious reprogramming with my clients, and this is all about subconsciously changing your beliefs. We started out with really so much, the most negative card you can have in the deck. And we've seen the happiest card and the big money card, and it's ending up with like wisdom. If you tap into that part of you, that soul, you know, that soul part of you that can align purpose and mission with your actions, your intention, and get over all your obstacles to that. I mean, the world is your oyster. It's like, yeah. So, you know, I'm creating a new course about selling. So stay tuned, because I do think this is something, I mean, when I had to learn how to do it, you can read a lot of books like old school, you know, like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and all kinds of Tony Robbins things. But I found a better, easier way for myself. And so I'm happy to pass on that knowledge so that, you know, that you get past thinking it's icky. When we think it's icky, well, then you're done. You're done, because whatever you think is what you're going to like manifest into your life. So if you think selling is icky or deceitful, or you're annoying people, or it's beneath you, I don't know. I mean, there's so many, you know, my biggest fear is being judged, and being rejected. And it's so silly on one level, because you're like, I don't even know these people, I'm never going to see them again. But on another level, you take it personally, you're dead in the water. Like it's really awful. It can make you miserable. And when you can flip the script and make it be all the things, like I said, be the soul aligned mission that you are sharing, and that you're giving people opportunities. It's not just reframing, right? We also, like I said, I like to go in and do the subconscious reprogramming, because there's this inner wisdom of knowing that you're expanding. There's expansion in sales. Sales is about, I mean, sales, think, who doesn't love to go shopping, right? I love to go shopping. Well, what am I doing? I'm buying things. If you're shopping, you're buying things. If you're buying things because they're being sold. I mean, you know, you got to really kind of think to yourself, what is it about? Look, at the end of it's a choice. How are you going to cultivate that magical personality that is the one that draws people in and shares all the intuitive enthusiasm that you have for your service or product? Or are you going to be just a big bag of nerves and never get over yourself and limit yourself? And limit yourself from maybe having exactly this, the big money and the happiness. Big money and happiness. Anyway, Lightwalkers, I love talking to you. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit subscribe below, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Okay, thank you.